Alright, I'm actually super embarrassed to be doing this right now, which sounds stupid, but here we go. My jaw hurts so bad, I can barely chew. It's not good. Alright, Monday, Monday 19th. It's currently 4:15, so that means that boxing training starts officially in 45 minutes. Takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get there. So, I don't know, I'm starving. Been at work all day. This is what I was doing at work. Alright, so here's what's going on today. Old stormwater here, it's damaged, potentially blocked. So got to run new stormwater piping down here, so we can see that one's all rusted out, so that'll get ripped out, replaced. The builders have done new guttering here, so new down pipe, connect down in here, and then digging. This will go down deeper and it'll terminate down in that paddock just with a one-way flat valve for the water to get out, and then it'll be replicated. Got the exact same thing going on the other side, so fair bit to do today. For you international viewers, this area, as you can see, we're on a fair bit of property here, bit of farmland. So this is prime brown snake territory, and this ground here, very loose, very sandy. So potential funnel web, spider territory too. So probably the two most dangerous animals in Australia here. We're right in their backyard. And was pretty physical at work today, not gonna lie, my back hurts a bit already, but that's what happens when you're in your 30s. And last thing I wanna do is go train boxing 2 hours. Sounds pretty terrible right now, but complaining already. But I am hungry, I need something to eat. Not sure whether to have oats or Cheerios with some protein powder. But I've got to make something quickly, get changed, get showered, changed, have something to eat, get down to the gym, and I'll recap with how that goes after this. Decided on the oats, so I got protein powder, some walnuts, mango, and some blueberries, a couple of chia seeds. Hopefully this is not going to be too heavy for the training. No idea what sort of training it is today, but we'll wait and see. Alright, just got home, just got showered from the first Monday night's training. So tonight's training, obviously much different from last Thursday's. We once again start off with skipping. I don't know what it is, my clothes over there, it's like I got saturated with a hose. Your clothes get so wet and sweaty. You just drench in sweat from doing that sort of workout. But anyway, start off with skipping once again. I think it was 5 rounds, 6 rounds, 2-minute rounds. And then we went on to doing combo rounds on the bag. So starting off with 1 punch, 1, 2, 3, 4 punches, all the way up to 10 in combos, and then back from 10 all the way back down to 1. We did 6 or 7 rounds of that. And then what they call bag sprints. So that was 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So the 1 minute you're on, you were just all out hitting the bag as quick and as hard as you could. Non-stop for 1 minute, and then you go back to just lightly touching but staying on your toes. And we did that for 2 rounds, and that was yeah, that was after. By that time, obviously, I was absolutely cooked. And then after that, we did some core work. There was a lot more guys in there tonight. As I said, I think there's only 3 other guys in there last week when I was in on the Thursday night, and this week tonight there was 8. So it was a little bit more intimidating, to be honest, because there were some guys in there who look really good. So we'll see what happens later on in the week, especially when it comes to sparring again on Thursday. But the biggest takeaways, so we made a circle and we all picked a core exercise and went around the circle after one another picking a core exercise for each and everyone to do. But yeah, the biggest takeaways of sort of having a chat with the trainer after, and I've got to get my cardio fixed, obviously my cardio's, and then just keeping the hands to the chin. So a few trainers now have noticed, I guess, midway through, I guess I'm dropping my hands a lot away from my chin, so just got to keep them glued to my chin. So it's giving me a few exercises to do at home, just basically also walking around on your toes, bouncing around a lot more when you're just walking around at home, and also just keeping your hands up. Obviously practice a little bit of mirror work as well, just moving the head around. But yeah, really simple stuff for now. And then yeah, the biggest thing at the moment, the biggest thing I need to work on is the cardio. So get the cardio fixed, which is obviously that's just going to take time, take the sessions, and yeah, remember to keep my hands glued to my chin. So obviously a lot of basics to start with. He said start running. So I hate running. I think the furthest I've ever run in my adult life was about 3Ks, and I was absolutely buggered. So I'm gonna have to try start it. Obviously, it's a big part of boxing training, you see it in all the movies. But yeah, I think I'll start that Wednesday. Tomorrow night, another workout. I believe it's strength and conditioning mostly tomorrow night. But what I'll do is, I think Wednesday, I'm gonna go for a run. So you guys get to film, see how that looks. And then I'll film myself skipping as well, and maybe a little bit of stuff on the bag, just so you guys can see where I'm at for now, to start off with. And then we'll get to Thursday night, end of the week, which will be the big sparring night. So we'll see what happens then. But yeah, next few nights, gonna be interesting.
The next day.
Just got home, first Tuesday session, so day 2 this week in the bag. I started off firstly, I finished work in time today. I was able to get to the gym and do a strength workout. I did chest and shoulders. I'll insert some terrible gym footage here. And then yeah, after that I was straight to the boxing gym. Basically, as you saw, it's a complete, absolutely sweaty mess again. It's why I've been getting these hydrolytes, because I'm gonna have to keep up the both the fluids and the salts, because I've been sweating so much. Today's workout, as expected, was a strength and conditioning focused workout. So we started off once again at 6 rounds of 3-minute skipping. And then from that, we were on to a circuit of strength and conditioning and bag work. So it was about, I think, 12 rounds in total, maybe even a little bit more. 5 rounds on the bag, and then you work your way through the stations. Things like ball slams, keg slams onto a tire. There was shadow boxing with weights, ski erg, aerodome bike, stuff like that. So it was actually really, really good workout. And yeah, obviously completely ruined now because I did the gym first. So I thought that was going to be a bad idea, and it probably was. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday. no boxing training officially tomorrow, but what I will do, originally I was going to get up and go for a run. I was going to film about that, and then I was going to go to the local gym after work, and I was going to do some boxing on the bag for you and some skipping just to sort of show you where I'm at before actually getting into a strength workout. But honestly, like, this is, and then Thursday is again going to be more training and sparring, but I think I'm going too hard too quick, and I've probably got to slow it down a little bit and not get too excited in terms of just trying to go. Obviously, being in my 30s, got to look after the body as much as I can. So I think tomorrow, I'm not going to start running yet tomorrow, but I will go to the gym. I do want to like get on the bag a little bit and just sort of show everyone where I'm at in terms of, I guess, skill-wise, just so you get a base level of where I'm starting at. And obviously with the skipping as well, you can see I'm not very good at skipping at all, but I can show all that, don't mind showing that. And then yeah, Thursday we'll be back to the boxing gym. And then hopefully, as I said, as the weeks progress, I'll start getting a little bit of gym footage here and there at the boxing gym, but obviously just want to start off and then, you know, maybe ask around a little bit, is it okay to be filming stuff in there for the channel? So that's where we're at. Day 2 down, Tuesday down, and let's get to tomorrow's workout. All right, so what I'm doing here is just a little warm-up exercise for the footwork. So I actually came up with this one myself. I'm using a broomstick here as a fixed center of distance, and I'm just shuffling the feet from left to right. Now, I'm finding with holding the broomstick here, with that fixed center point of distance, it is actually making the feet move evenly. So I start off light, flat-footed, moving left to right, and now, as you can see, I'm sort of bouncing more around on the toes, which is ideally how you want to be throughout your fight stance. You want to be sort of light on your feet, and then you want to be up on your toes to engage the hips into shots. Eventually, I'm just doing a little bit more circling here, speeding up the feet a little bit, and this is where I go on to the skipping. So obviously off to a flying start, as we can see here, but yeah, the skipping needs a lot of work. I can only do double jumps basically at the moment. You'll see a lot of experienced fighters, a lot of experienced skippers. They can, you know, swap from foot to foot. They can kick the feet out. They can do all sorts of things, double jumps. I am literally just bouncing up and down here, trying to keep on the toes and just making sure that the rope goes under my feet, which I'm not very, very good at the moment. But sometimes I go for a little bit longer than others, but this is basically where I'm at the moment. So this is the raw footage of me and my skipping ability at the moment, which obviously needs a lot of work, but I'm definitely getting that at the moment. Obviously, every boxing workout at the gym has been starting off with 5 rounds of 3-minute skipping. So this is where we're at the moment, and hopefully it gets better soon, which it should. Obviously, you know, practice makes perfect, and I'm going to be hopefully getting a lot of practice at this at the moment. But yeah, skipping is basically, it's a footwork exercise as well, and it's obviously wanting to build up and condition the calves, because the calves take a lot of beating when you're raised up on your toes. So that is what is the reason behind why you will see a lot of boxers doing skipping. I get frustrated here. So yeah, I looked over at the camera. I've actually found myself, especially when you're starting out, you're not so good at it, skipping is mentally something that you need to practice as well. I was getting frustrated there. Here, I'm just going into some simple trap bar deadlifts. So this is just basically a strength exercise. I'm focusing on not letting it touch the ground, not dropping it, and I'm actually not locking out at the knees either. So I'm trying to keep constant tension on the quads. This one here, I go off to a alternate row with the kettlebells, and this is what I was talking about before. I've only just started doing these. These are only 8 kilo kettlebells, but I'm basically trying to add in as much rotation at the top of the pull as I can, just to sort of engage the core a little bit, get a bit of a turn in the back. All right, I'm actually super embarrassed to be doing this right now, which sounds stupid, but here we go. So literally just starting off here with a 1-2 jab, trying to remember after pulling my punches to bring my left hand especially back to the chin, but I tend to pull it in more of a downward motion and then back up. So it's something I really need to work on. It just feels so unnatural for me to stay really sort of, I guess, glued in terms of the hands. I want to sort of move the hands around a bit. I feel a lot more comfortable when I'm trying to flow. But yeah, at the moment, just, you know, light tap, just tapping on the bag, trying to work in a little bit of twist with some body punches there. But yeah, this is basically just a little bit of a free go on the bag at the moment, and just trying to go through some different motions and stuff. So this is where I'm at the moment. Nothing special by any means, as I said, still quite the novice, and that's why this is why you're getting the journey at the moment, because it's going to be a long one. Who knows how far I'm going to be off, but yeah, obviously the plan is to be at the boxing gym 3 days of the week, and then at least 1 or 2 other days as part of my strength exercises, whether it be before as a warm-up or even at the end. I'll just get on the bag here at the local gym as well and just sort of have a feel around in that. I've already noticed within the last week, obviously the last week I've trained more boxing than I have in quite some time. You sort of get you get some sort of feel for it again, so to speak. So obviously practice makes perfect, as I mentioned with the skipping, and there'll be plenty of practice going on with the gloves and the bag work as well. And then obviously the sparring is the most important. But if I can condition my shoulders and if I can get a good cardio base going, that's going to go a long way. I'm thinking actually of getting into, obviously I've got to start running. So next week we'll be starting the running. But I've also been reading that swimming is really good too in terms of cardiovascular, especially for sports, fighting sports and martial arts. So that may be something that I look at introducing as a part of the training later down the road. But for now, it's got to be the basics. It's got to be trying to do some footwork stuff, working on the shoulder stamina, working on my overall cardio, whether that be at the boxing gym, doing the circuits, getting out onto the road, doing some running. But yeah, there's a long way to go, as we can all see here. Alright everyone, it is currently Thursday afternoon. It's almost 4:45, so I've just got to quickly film this and then get to the boxing gym. So this is the last workout for the week. We are heading into a long weekend for the Australian public holiday next on Monday. So I'm not sure if the gym's gonna be open next Monday, but we'll work that out as we go along. But yeah, today's Thursday and this is the sparring day. So it's gonna be bag work, skipping bag work, and then sparring. So seems like there's gonna be a lot more guys in there training than what there was last week. There's only a couple of guys there last week when I first had my ever session. So it's gonna be interesting. And once again, it's amazing how much your mentality will, I don't know, you like try and talk yourself out of doing something. I've got those voices in my head right now telling me, you know, oh, you can go, but don't spar, blah, blah, blah. Maybe just take it easy, feel a bit sore, feel a bit tired, but obviously I'm not gonna listen to those. But yeah, it's amazing how quick they show up. I mean, I'm only just starting and they're already there. So I'm sure this is gonna get harder, and this is the mental battle along with the physical side of it as well. But yeah, and I'll check back in when I get back from the gym, talk about the sparring, see how it went. And then I might even ask the trainers if it's all right if I start slowly filming there at the gym as well, but we'll see how that goes. All right, but for now, let's get to the gym and let's get my butt kicked.
2 hours later.
All right, everyone, just got done home from gym. Actually had to do a quote on the way home. I forgot about it. I had to do a quote on the way home. But anyway, got home, rehydrated, had the hydrolyte again, showered. I had something to eat actually, then showered. And man, when I was eating, so sparring today again, as I said, so it started off skipping for warm up. I think we did about 6 rounds on the bags. And then straight into sparring after that. A few more boys there as expected today than what there was last week with my first week there. And I only did 3 rounds this week, 3 hard rounds, probably the 3 hardest sparring rounds I've ever done. Like, I've done sparring before, like I said, in the first video, I've done recreational training, and with that I've done some sparring, like sort of light sparring, drill sparring, even a couple of little bit more serious sparring, but obviously never to this level, never to this intensity. Last week I sparred with 2 different guys, and both of them went pretty light, and as I said, took care of me obviously first week in there. But this week I sparred with another guy, and he was getting into it, and I felt something like he cracked me. We did 3 rounds together. Once again, I got to get this cardio because I get so tired. I start dropping my hands, and then I'm just leaving. I can barely. It's hard to move your feet when you're getting really exhausted, and it's just an exhaustion I've never really felt before. So I'm gonna have to start working on that as much as I can, and obviously keeping the hands up. But you got to get the cardio fixed, get the shoulders a bit stronger, used to keeping the arms up. But 3 rounds, and yeah, he cracked me some good ones. I was literally having tuna and rice and mango before. Try and eat this fish, rice and mango. My jaw hurts so bad. I can barely chew. It's not good. It hurts. And actually it's quite painful to eat right now, but welcome to the new life. Still hurts now, like even just to move it, it's quite sore. A little bit banged up with the arm too. But yeah, it's the end of the week now, and good news, I was talking to some of them about, is it okay to start filming some stuff, and they said that was fine. So next week, Monday is public holiday, but I think a few of them are going in train, so I'll go in and train as well. So as of next week, I'll start being able to film some stuff actually in the gym, which is what you probably all want to see, and we're going to see the progression happen live. So excited to do that, excited to show you guys that. And once again, another week, the first full week of the training, the 3 nights. Obviously did a little bit of stuff on my own yesterday, and then this weekend I'll probably do a little bit as well. Trying to do it at least every second day. But that's it going to be for this week. I appreciate you all watching. If you want to follow the journey, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, obviously help me out. Hit the like button as well. Would appreciate any of you who want to get in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you want to see in terms of this journey. If you want to start seeing more nutrition stuff, I'm going to show you a little bit of work life as well. But obviously, this is not really about work life. This is about the journey to having a first boxing fight. So training wise, let me know if there's something specific you want to see. Obviously happy to accommodate that as a part of these videos, as a part of the journey. Seems like you guys are spending your time watching. Very much appreciate it. Thank you all, and I'll see you in here next week.